Hey, what's up, folks? Today we're going to be playing some MTGA again here on Tinker's Workshop. Um, we've been playing usually blue tempo or mono black aggro in ranked, but we're going to be doing some red deck wins. This red deck archetype, you'll see it a lot. They tend to have a few cards that you'll see everywhere. So Kamano faces Katkazan, Swift Spear, Play with Fire, Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike's just a fantastic card. Um, those are kind of Fable of the Mirror Breaker, amazing card in this archetype. But basically, red deck wins. What it wants to do is just hit hard, hit fast, and send some spells to the face. So this particular deck, the cool thing about red deck wins is you can customize it, make it your own. Unfortunately, I don't have mythic rares and rares. I'd want to go up to 4 Fables of the Mirror Breaker. I'd want to put in a few more squeeze, but unfortunately, I don't have them. So let's go through the deck as is. And I got a few little spicy pieces that we're trying out. So, Kamana faces Kakazan, great card, 1 damage to each opponent on Chapter 1. Chapter 2, you get a +1/+1 on your next creature. And Chapter 3, you get a 2/2 haste. Swift Spear, which is a 1/2 haste prowess, so it gets pumped every time you cast a spell. Play with Fire, usually you use this to clear a blocker. You can also send 2 to the face and you get to scry 1. Felden's a card I'd probably put a third copy in. It's a 2/2, can't block, but whenever it's dealt damage, exile that many cards. Choose one of them until the end of your next turn. You may play that card. So this just gives you access to a little bit more of your library. Lightning Strike, this is just a generic deal 3 damage. This is good for clearing a blocker, clearing a problematic creature like a lifelink creature. You definitely don't want your opponent lifelink against this deck. And you can also send 3 to the face. Thrill of Possibility, discard a card, draw 2. So this basically lets you chuck something that's not useful to you right now and draw 2 cards. WINferno, this is spicy. I'm just trying this out. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, on turn 4, you can WINferno a Lightning Strike to the face to deal 6. You can WINferno a creature to deal 3 to a creature and 3 to the face. I'm not too sure if I like this card in the deck. It has won me some games on the double strike, but it's interesting when you double strike with Shivan Devastator or something like that. So anyways, that's a bit of spice. Bloody Betrayal, also a bit of spice. I wouldn't recommend putting this in your deck. I'm just trying it out. Gain control of a target creature, untap it, it gains haste. So if you're just trying to squeeze in some damage and they have like a Shield Drid out, you can take their Shield Drid and attack with it as well. We have Chandra Dress to Kill. This lets you deal 1 damage to the face, as well as add a red mana. So this can get you, on turn 3 or on turn 4, you can play this, +1 it, and then still cast a Lightning Strike, which is awesome. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. This card is fantastic. This card is just fantastic. There's so much value in it. I wish I could run 4, but I don't have it at the moment. Reckless Stormseeker, only running 2. Don't have more of them. I would run 3 or 4 if I could, but at the beginning of your combat, basically, target creature you control gets +1 and +0 in haste. You can target itself the turn it comes in to give it haste, which gets you in for an extra 3 damage. Rending Flame. There's a lot of problematic creatures on the other side. Lifelinkers, things like Shieldred, really hard things to get past. So this is just a deal 5 damage to the target creature or Planeswalker. You have the little addition where if it's a spirit, you deal 2 damage to the controller, but that's rarely relevant. Squee, 3 mana every time it attacks, create a 1/1, and you can keep casting this from your graveyard. Jaya, the +1, creating a monk token with prowess. If you can get a few +1s out, and then cast a few spells the next turn, you can have multiple, 2/3s or 3/3s or 2/2s coming at your opponent. And then we have Shivan Devastator. This is kind of your win con for the most part. A lot of times what you're going to be doing is getting an opponent pretty low, and then near the end of the game, you're going to cast this for X being anywhere from 2 to 6 to get this through. And yeah. Ooh, sorry. Sorry about that. As far as lands go, running 23 mountains and 1 Mishra's Foundry. If I had more Mishra's Foundry, I'd probably run a few less mountains and a few more Mishra's Foundry, just because it gets you an extra 2/2. So if you need a more go wide near the end of the game, you can get that. So anyways, let's jump in. Let's play a few games, see how it goes. We are in Platinum and trying to climb. So let's see how this deck goes. Overall, I played it a little bit. I'm not super thrilled with the deck as it is at the moment. I think there's some tweaks that can be made. I'm looking to add more Fabled Mirror Breakers, looking at Thundering Raiju and things like that. So let's see how it goes. We're going to play our 4 and hopefully we don't get our ass kicked. Alrighty. We're going to keep that. Looks like we have a turn 1 Kamano, turn 2 Kamano. Okay, looks like we're playing a Mirror. Mirror is always interesting. Oh, 3 Kamanos. That's not a great hand, but opponents being cute with their emotes. Do I have any of those emotes? I don't even know how to get to them. Oh, there you go. Oh, Bloodthirsty Adversary. This is a fantastic card. I just don't own any, so I would absolutely put it in my deck if I could. I am worried about this, so we are going to Lightning Strike it. Normally sending your spells at a creature feels bad, but, you know, it's what it is. Oh, yeah, we're going to lose this game. Bloodthirsty Adversary is a fantastic card. And this is how fast the deck can go out. So I think we gotta get rid of these creatures. We gotta take the wind out of their sails here, so we're gonna do that. I'm not gonna attack. I think I need to play a little more defensive, honestly. They might just be able to clear the blocker with a spell, but I think at this point in the game I have to try to play defensive. They're on 2 cards, so hopefully with some card draw we could possibly catch up. But this is looking like a loss. Oh yeah, this is probably a loss. We have no way to deal with the Devastator at the moment. We have our own Devastator, but that's not really going to help us. We're taking 3 next turn. Oh, we can cast this for 1. That survives a turn. Okay, we're going to cast this for 1 next turn, probably. We're just going to send 2 Kamanos out here. Not drawing lands kind of sucks, especially in a 24 land deck. But this is probably a loss. What we're going to try to do is we're going to try and get a Shivan Devastator out as a 1-1 and then play with fire. Oh, yeah, we're done. We're going to scoop it up here. I don't think there's any way. Actually, no, there's no way. If we cast this for 2. If we cast this for 2, it'll be a 4-4. If we cast it for 1, it'll be a 3-3, and we could still block and play with fire. I think this is game. Yeah, this is game. Alrighty. I mean, you can see how fast the deck comes out on our opponent's side there. So 0-1. Let's keep going. Their Shivan Devastator was devastating. Hey ho. Alrighty. Everybody loves a comeback story, just like it said. So let's see if we can do that. Willio Wonka. That's a cute name. Alright, Willio Wonka. Oh, this is a shitty hand to keep. We could turn 1 and then turn 2 Thrill. I don't like that. We're gonna mulligan. It's a little better, I guess. I think we're just going to send Play with Fire to the face. Oh, no. Let's do that. Play Kamano. Come on, buddy. Voice of the Blessed. Yeah, that's not going to stick around. Lifelinkers are the bane of this deck. You definitely don't want Lifelinkers sticking around. I believe that does that give lifelink when it's... Does it? No, okay, sorry. Misread it. That's when you gain life. Okay, another lifelinker. Yeah, this is... Wow. Alright. I mean, is what it is. Looks like we're going to have to get rid of that. You don't want your opponents gaining life. If your opponents are gaining life, you're pretty much fucked. This deck is small. It can't really play a grindy, long-range game. You really want to get in and, yeah, lifelinkers are just not something you want to deal with. Alright. We're going to Fable here. I'm going to try and get in for 2. And most of the time you want to be turning your creature sideways. You don't really want to sit back for the most part. I mean, there are times where it makes sense to, but normally you don't want to do that. This is an interesting deck here. Some sort of Orzhov. I'm assuming they play Invoke Despair. What else will they play? Probably some board wipes in Orzhov. That's nasty. We're not going to block that. We're going to just race them on life. I don't really care about it. 2 damage coming in. So do we Lightning Strike the Voice of the Blessed and then go in? I think we do. I think we clear the voice and just keep swinging. I don't want to thrill right now. Well, we're gonna save that. I could have felled in that turn. I should have felled in that turn. I would have gotten in for an extra 2. So if we lose by 2, that's the reason. Looks like they're trying to race as well. They have a lot of mana up, so this is gonna be scary. We might thrill next turn. Like if we draw land, we're gonna thrill. Actually, we're probably gonna thrill anyways. Oh, that's gross. Alright. Okay, I do like the squee here. So we're gonna do that. And we are just gonna do that. And we're just gonna swing. So this is 5 damage on board. It's a good good recovery off the board wipe. And let's see. Gross. One thing about squee though, squee is sticky. I think I fucked up there. I should have thrilled. That should have been a thrill. That's okay. They're on a 1-turn clock now. If they can't deal with this, then well, that should be game. We'll see how it goes. Oh, gross. So I guess this is like some sort of Orzhov control. Let's... Okay, so we can... I'm curious whether we're gonna play with... See, this is interesting. If I swing with the 1/1, they're blocking. I'm gonna clear the voice. I think this is just better. I think that's just better. I was contemplating taking that play with fire to the face, but now a play with fire wins the game. A lightning strike wins the game. There's a lot that wins the game from this position. That lifelinker is not good. Okay, so we're gonna thrill, discarding our mountain. There we go. Sweet. Really grindy one. We were running out of gas, but opponent had no cards in hand either. If they flip that lifelinker on Curse of Leeches, like, that's it. If an opponent can gain, you know, anywhere from... I'd say if an opponent can gain 4+ life, that puts the game quite a bit out of range. So 1-1. So as you can see, the deck can win. That was a weird Orzhov deck. I haven't seen anything like that in the current meta. It looked more like an Orzhov-y control, but it didn't seem to be too synergistic. I mean, like, they're playing Voice of the Blessed, but they don't seem to have a lot of lifelink in the deck. This looks okay. We got a turn 1 play, turn 2 Feldon, turn 3 Mirror Breaker. I do like this hand. We're just gonna send the play with Fire Face, to be honest. Let's bottom that. I'm still learning how to play this deck. I don't know if play with Fire Face there. Holding it to clear a blocker might be better, but that's fine. We're going to play Kamano here, and then we're going to play a 3/3 Feldon next turn. Sometimes it can get kind of awkward with the curve on this deck. Kami. Alright, so we have the choice of playing a 3-3 Squee. We have the choice of playing a 3-3 Feldon. We can Lightning Strike, but I don't know that I want it. Let's play the Squee out here. Okay, good damage in. Can become a 3-3 next turn, and then we're probably going to Lightning Strike it. Hopefully opponent can't make it a 4-4, so hopefully they only cast one enchantment. Come on, buddy. Alright, that lifelinker is not good. So, Spirited Companion, 1-drop or 2-drop? I think it's a 1-drop. 2-drop. Okay. Yeah, that 4-4 is not good. The lifelinker isn't good either. Okay, that's fine. That attack they should have kept it back as a blocker. So what we're gonna do here is we are going to Lightning Strike the Naturalist. We don't want them linking life. We're gonna play out an excavator, and we're just gonna swing for the fences here. I mean, they block a 1-1, they take a token. If they don't, they take a shit ton of damage. So I think either way, this pans out well for me. Ooh, ballsy, no blocks. That's really not blocking there with the Spirited Companion is really ballsy. Especially against a red deck wins or an aggro deck like this. I don't agree with that. I think he should have put the Spirited Companion in front of something. It's an attrition game against red. If we can get 1 damage in and a Lightning Strike, or 2 damage in and a Play with Fire. Okay, Weaver of Harmony. It's okay. Not too concerned about that. We're just swinging next turn. 5-3. Yeah, looks like no, we don't win next turn. But it's looking good. Waiting for opponent. So yeah, I mean, you see this deck running around. This deck has, in the last few weeks, been a bit meta. It's a good deck. It's fun, and it's fast. So we are going to just swing for the fences here. No sense in holding back at this point. They're so low, we're just going to keep swinging. They block 4. We still get minimum 2 damage in. And we get to draw Feldon, so... The draw of Feldon here might actually win us the game. We're going to take the Devastator. That wins us the game. Unfortunately, that didn't win us the game this turn, but that wins us the game next turn. Opponent's looking really rough at 2. Lifelinker, no bueno. And we'll just send 2 to the face. GG, buddy. Alright, 2-1. Good showing so far. That was a grindy game. Any lifelinker is a problem. As I said before, it's just you grind them down, and then just lifelink all of that. So you want to hit them fast and hit them hard. As you can see, Squee there did a ton of work. even the Feldon. As you can see, the Feldon exiling cards for us and giving us the Devastator. Not relevant in that game, but Feldon can be super relevant. I'd actually want to play more Feldons. I don't necessarily like this hand. These two cards they're kind of awkward. They're a bit win conditiony. I don't want to see them in my main hand. This looks a lot better. I'm gonna bottom the Betrayal. So we got a turn 1 Swift Spear, in for 1, turn 2 Kumano. Oh yeah, this is a nuts hand. This should go well. We'll see. Turn 2 Swift Spear and Kumano. We're getting in for 2, 4, 5 damage on turn 2. That might change things a little bit, but we'll see. Yeah, that definitely changes things, but, you know, whatever. We're just going to try and push damage through. This 2 damage could mean the difference between a win and a loss, so I'm not exactly worried about losing 1 Swift Spear. It's fine by me. Hopefully we draw a land next turn. We could squee for 3/3 squee. 3/3 squee! Ugh, that's not what you want to see. Yeah, that is not what we want to see. This is unfortunate, but I think we need to... do this. Okay. Opponent's letting it go through. That's okay. Yeah, I think we need to do this. Should have done that before, but that's okay. So the reason I'm discarding Sui is because we can cast it from exile, and I'm trying to dig for, I was trying to dig for, yeah, I missed a lot of fucking damage there. Well, misplay. I'm trying to dig for a lightning strike to get rid of this Dennick, because the heal for 2 is just not going to be good. But we did miss an additional like 2 damage on the Swift Spear. I should have thrilled beforehand, but you know, it is what it is. It happens. Lifelink for 2. Oh yeah, that's not good. So we're going to offer the trade here. I mean, he can lose his Gwenna, or, you know, he can just take the extra 1. Or he can do that. I'm okay with that. 6 through. Or 3 through. We'll see how this goes. We got another Reckless. Joda. What deck is this guy playing? Holy shit. That's nasty. That's GG. 5 color. Interesting. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Absolutely fucking murdered. 2 and 2, I guess. Let's go for the bonus game. 5 color. You saw it here first, folks. That Joda is nasty. I have a person in my Commander play group. There's a few Jodas running around in the Commander play group. I hate Cascade. I think Cascade is... I mean, it's fun, but it can get a little ridiculous. Yeah. Interesting game there. I hate... if you play this deck, this will become your bane. These gain 1 life land, gain 1 life, gain 1 life. It just... you end up on turn 4 and you're like, they're at 19 still? Even though you've been pushing damage through the whole time. could lightning strike, but I want to see what's on top of my deck here. Yeah, that's nice actually. Fast start here. Blue white. Soldiers? Spirits? I really enjoy the music here. It's so chill. Do 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 do. Some smooth. Is this considered smooth jazz? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. All right, I'll take that. All right, we gotta watch for a counter spell. 2 for 6. I think we just go for it. I think we just push damage here. If they counterspell this, they counterspell it. Either way, I'm getting the cast off on the lightning strike. Okay, I'm okay with that. In response, we're gonna lightning strike them to the face. Spell pierce. Either way, it gets cast. Hopefully. Okay, good. 3 gets through. We're gonna get 2 more in here. Or 4 more in. Alrighty. And let's see. Alright. Interesting. We're gonna dig here. Maybe we gotta play with fire. We're gonna WINferno double strike a Monastery Swift Sphere. That'll be fun. Impulse. Opponent's digging. He's feeling the pressure. Pressure! Opponent is under pressure. Name your favorite Queen song in the comments. I think Under Pressure is absolutely fantastic. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go in with the 1-2. Unless they can bounce or something. We're gonna WINferno a 1-1. A 1-2. That's just gonna get in for 4 if it gets in, but you know, if not, it's getting in for 2. So unless they can deal with this creature, there we go. WINferno, given a 1-2 double strike, is quite interesting. Anyways, that's a little bit of red deck wins. A few things I want to know about in the comments. Number 1, are you interested in this deck? Are you playing it? Red decks tend to be a favorite of people coming into Magic. Reason being is mono red is good at what it does. You have these hasty creatures and you just send damage to the face. So, you know, red deck wins and burn, even in modern, these are decks that get played. So I'm having fun with this red deck wins. There's been a few really fun games. And yeah, just awesome. Number 2, what's your favorite Queen song? I'm a big fan of the band Queen, among other rock bands, but you know, Under Pressure, fantastic song. Anyways, yeah, don't remember to hit subscribe. Remember to hit subscribe. Remember to hit the little bell so you get notifications when there are new videos. I like interacting with all of you, so please leave comments. Feel free to chat it up. If you have improvements to the deck, feel free to give me those. And I hope y'all are having an awesome weekend. And yeah, get to tinkering.